Hi, guys. Happy New Year's Eve. And depending on when you see this, Happy New Year. I just wanted to stop you real quick on your timeline to quickly invite you guys to join me and a couple of my friends. We will be starting the Bible in a Year schedule reading starting January 1st. And this is not something to be intimidated by. My friends, a couple of them wanted to, reignite this relationship with Jesus, or they wanted to get to know Jesus in a way they never have, or they wanted to understand the Bible in a way they've never understood before. After being an adult and going through life's circumstances, sometimes scriptures look different than what they did when you were younger. Maybe you never grew up reading the Bible. Maybe you just heard, parables here and there, stories here and there, and you are curious about the Bible and the story, this love letter God has to mankind. And you may be intimidated. You don't know where to start. You don't know which Bible to read. Like I said, we've all heard so many stories, parables. Sometimes we just hear scriptures here and there. But to read it from the beginning to the end is truly completely different. Or anybody who's just curious about Jesus and curious about the Bible, no matter what religion you're from, if you're interested in reading and you want to just have some maybe accountability partners, to make sure you're just getting through the reading each week, to make sure we're kind of just understanding what's going on in the story, just hit me up. You can message me. Like I said, we'll be starting in January. I can send you the structure of the reading for each week. My friend today just mentioned she had found a schedule that also has a 90-day grace period. So if you're, obviously we're busy with life, you can't get to the reading every single day. There is a schedule that allots for 90 days of grace throughout the year, so that you still stay on track by the end of the year. And like I said, this isn't homework. This isn't, testing or who's smarter than who. We're just truly trying to pursue a relationship with Jesus. So whether you've already started, you can keep reading where you're reading. I know I'm in the book of Isaiah right now, and I'm going to keep reading, but I'm also going to start with my friend, and we're going to start from the beginning. And so if you've already started reading and you feel like, oh, well, I would like to join, but I'm already in this, spot in the Bible. You can keep reading that, and you can join us, or you can hop in and out, every couple of days or every couple of weeks. Just ask us where we're at. This is truly just about fellowshipping, right, with like-minded individuals. I know sometimes it's hard to schedule a Bible study or get to a Bible study, or you're intimidated with the idea of a Bible study, and this is something very casual, something just to keep you in fellowship with the Lord, and strengthen your relationship. And also just having some prayer partners. We all go through things. And as you're reading, you may be convicted about some things. You may be freed from some things. You may need some prayer. You may want some prayer, some strength, and just your everyday life. Sometimes you may be the only person in your friend group or your family, circle who is passionate and interested in what we call on fire for the Lord, and curious. And so I just want to invite anybody who is interested and wants to read from the beginning. We're starting in January to December 31st, 2026. If you want to join, go ahead. And if not, God bless you and Happy New Year. Bye.